Yeah.
Got there in one piece. I'm still here now. So.
Yeah. The flight went all right then. Did it?
Believe it or not, we had no turbulence.
No.
No, going up. No, like the worst thing. I think the worst thing with the flight was probably take off and landing. Like it was the fastest when they're playing at the runway.
Yeah.
I actually thought we're gonna die because he just hit the runway at about 100. I don't know how fast the plane goes.
I
3
say
miles
this
an hour.
all the time. Was it when you touched down in Dublin?
Yeah.
If Ryanair, they bounced the plane off the ground.
No, but this was. I'm not even joking. The guy smashed the runway. Yeah, smashed it. And then supposed to slow down, aren't they? They didn't slow down.
No, slowing down.
No, it was like rapid, mate. It was a good weekend. I'm literally only probably just recovering now. Like this is probably waking up today.
Yeah.
Thursday, yeah, but I can feel like there's a cold evolving.
When did you get back? Monday.
I got back Monday.
Because some of you went out different times. Christian.
No, we went out with Chris and Amelia same time. Right. And, Christian and Lucy came out the next day. But it was not that cold to be honest. It was alright. It was a lot of Guinness being drunk.
Yeah, that's it. It
took me about a week to settle in, kind of.
If you're on it for 2 or 3 days, that's
pretty good on it.
Even if you drink it, a lot, which we do.
Yeah.
It can still, but it's different over there, isn't it? Because it's a lot heavier, like heavy bodied. And it's just liquid gold, and it's just amazing.
Typical.
Yeah,
liquid gold.
And the Guinness factory, they do that as you do a bit of sightseeing.
Yeah, they did. I've done it before. We went to where we go? We went to Castle.
Oh yeah,
that's it. Right.
Anything for you? Yeah.
That wasn't for me, mate.
Yeah, the thing is, if you've done the factory, Guinness factory, a few times, you know what it's about. So it's only, I'd only go if someone had not been and get the 360 bar in.
Here we are. Look at Storm Down.
Well, that's
propaganda with the media.
What were we saying on the bill?
What we were saying on the build up to it. I get an email. An email. Can I help me on about an email? What email? WhatsApp. I get a WhatsApp.
Of the guys.
Yeah, Saturday morning. With like a link. Looks like we're not going to Dublin. So I was like, right, what's happening? So the usual crap.
Yeah.
The media.
Spurting.
Smooth. That's why I don't watch any news.
Yeah.
Mate, we all both did. We went to Ireland so much as a kid.
Yeah.
On the boat. How rough with the sails on the plane?
It was like,
how's that any different?
4 hours. Rough like tides.
I think we're in the eye of a tornado, wouldn't you?
You're safer up in the air than you are on the ground.
Of course you are.
There's more chance of an accident.
Yeah. Well, it's the media blowing all out of proportion again.
That made me laugh, where it was like, don't go out, and it was just like,
don't go out, yeah.
It was like, if you don't need to make the journey, don't, like, do you know what I mean? Don't put your life at risk.
Control.
And control, innit?
Got up early, got up in the morning, went to the gym, texted you, and I said, there was kids playing football, cancelled all Premier League games.
Oh, yeah.
There was kids playing.
Cancelled the sad derby, didn't they?
There was kids playing football on the pitch near me.
Yeah.
And there was a little bit of wind, but I mean, the only flight got delayed by about 30 minutes, but nothing changed.
Well, like you say, I could just say now you're safer up in the air than you are down the ground. I took Lewis back home Saturday. He was in Saturday school, had a few things on. And I got to tell you, I had a plane. I went in the third plane.
Yeah, I remember you saying to me.
A car came behind me, and he was like pushing it. I went right through this puddle, and I was like, oh. And then I moved over, and I was like, oh my god. Yeah. But that was the only time where I thought it was, the road. It was only on the motorway.
Yeah.
But,
because it was just not built right. You don't have to drive down Edge. Edge Lane's the road, obviously, but you drive down Edge Lane. Honestly, they've just finished rebuilding Notre Dame, haven't they? In how long? Was it 3-4 years or something? Edge Lane.
Edge Lane.
Honestly, I've never known a road to have so much work on it. If you think about the time it's taken for Notre Dame to be rebuilt.
Yeah.
Christ. What's Edge Lane? It's a road.
Yeah.
Rebuilding a road for the next 20-30 years.
Yeah, but they'd only rather do the singular, little potholes, wouldn't they, rather than relay the whole road.
Honestly, I've never known anything like it. Like it's been a bigger job than the rebuilding Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like
something that's like, you know what I mean, a big hump for like.
It's unreal. What's so good weekend anyway so far?
Yeah. So it's work's due was Thursday.
Yeah. Rough.
I was more tired than anything, but it's one of those started slowly. We had a couple, obviously the meal was lovely. We went touring in town, so that was good. And we just went to a few bars, but it was just far too busy. I mean, you know, it's nice to do it, but we went in Albert Sloshes, and for anyone that's not been there, it felt like a Saturday. It was that
really,
busy. And I don't venture into town weekend.
No, can't be doing with too many people.
That was, it got to the point where we were just huddled around, and then people were chatting about it like now. So we went to another place, Electric Shuffle, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then a new bar that a few of them have been to, Simmons.
Where's that?
And that's on Deansgate. It's really good.
Deansgate Saturday morning.
Well, yeah.
Just what for me and a client.
Yeah. Which it's a nice bar, good atmosphere, and it's a bit like Dante. Do you know what I mean? But it wasn't too expensive either.
I need a tour guide around the city centre now.
I
can't find anything.
Oh, just ask me, mate. I've been there.
Trying to find this. Met the client Saturday morning, and what's it called? We've got the name. The coffee shop opposite Junkyard Golf.
Right. What, Deansgate, you said?
Yeah, so you know where that Junkyard Golf is, and you've got like the arches. It was actually on there, being the C, and not the C word. It was on there.
Oh, right. Okay.
But I went round like the Benny Hill theme tune. I couldn't find it. Went round 3 times, yeah. But
we all love doing that, don't we?
I'm not finding this, am I? Waste of time. Walking around like I'm a tourist. There's like, I don't recognise anything anymore because I barely venture into town.
It changes so much. Yeah. I mean, when obviously over the years been in town, it's just buildings flying up. I mean, you know, one of those. But coming back to it.
Good stuff. You had a little one, haven't you?
Yeah. So Pete Lewis picked him up Friday, and then I didn't just chill this weekend. So nice rest. Still, like I say, getting rid of what I've had this COVID.
Mate, you know I'm going to get that before I go to Paris next week, Christmas.
So you just hope you don't and get it when you come back.
100% I'm getting that.
But nice short weekend. We're hoping as well. Bringing it on to it, the derby. That was a good result.
Yeah. So, confident or? I'll be happy.
Never. I mean, just happy if we don't get beat. Just happy if we don't get beat, and we're causing a few problems. It's causing a few problems.
I've gone past it now. Ruining my weekend every weekend. You're expecting something to happen, something to take
like progression, and we're not seeing it that much.
You've been seeing a little bit of style of play.
The way he wants, but it is the players.
Need about 3 windows.
But then, you know, your phone's blowing up or whatever after, and we can just.
Hence why we're having a short podcast today.
Yeah, that's the one to fit that bag of shit in.
Try and fit that bag of shit.
But how about yourself? Weekend.
Yeah, Friday. So I say Friday. New Friday night. God, mate, it was new Friday night.
You were working, weren't you? And then
just working. Quiet one, cooked. Saturday. Got up. Met a client in town.
Yeah.
Don't usually see people in person. It's usually online.
Yeah. But it's good that though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good to see. We went and got a coffee. Had a bit of a walk around. Took us to this little. It's like a garden, city centre, just off Deansgate. Yeah. Sat down, had a coffee, had a catch up, and then we were talking about he struggles with planning and organisation. He's always late for everything. Sounds a bit similar, doesn't it? Mate, I was talking to him about that. I used to say to him, I had the same problem because obviously he's got ADHD. I've not been formally diagnosed, but I've done all the diagnostics. I've got it basically. I've just not gone officially through with it. But I used to say to him, I never knew how to plan things. I was late for everything, all the time. And then I said my mates used to get really, he'd get really frustrated. It's Joe, and he's late for everything. But I said, I used to find it really frustrating. I said it was like a mind block, like planning. So I was saying to him like some tips. I said, I'm not late for anything anymore. So I'm really organised. People often say to me now, you're organised, aren't you? I went, I never used to be like this. Maybe I am now. But I said, I've shown him some of the stuff, so I've got like the Google Calendar. And he's like, bloody hell, that's busy. I went, so that's like my Bible. I said, I need to know where I am, I need to know what I've got. I said, if I'm going to meet someone else, set a reminder, I'll use a paper-based diary. So I'll go as far as setting an alarm, because I still do contract work, adaptations work, that's my other work. It's not, that's going to be going, obviously, eventually when I'm doing the coaching full time. But with that, I still physically have to go out and see people. Right. So if I've got a visit at 2 p.m, I'm going to see a patient. I will. They generally are like Cheshire East, so they're up to an hour away. So I'll set an alarm at 12 to say, get your ass into
you got an hour.
And then I'll be leaving at 1. I'll get another alarm, you need to leave that. So it's just kind of the build up to it. So he's going to try doing that now, try working on that. He's never had a problem with time.
Well, I mean, people going, oh, you're on now, but again, it comes back to it does take work. I could be sat there, and we've said it in the past, haven't we? Mindlessly scrolling, and you're thinking I could be doing something a bit more productive. Whereas as long as I get the bits, as long as you get things done and you prepare, I write things down, emailing and whatever I need.
Calendars help. We're not saying don't go on social media at all. But like you said, it's like, I agree with you, it's like the mindlessly scrolling stuff. Like I'm part of a members group at the minute for a coaching advice and stuff like that, saying to you. But obviously my business now takes priority over everything. And I have to be like a dog with a bone for the next couple of years of things. But the lads that are coaching are part of this mentorship program at the minute, they were saying like, you've got to be on it with an online business, and like I'm probably working now 7 till 9 at night. And someone said to me, I was coaching someone last week, and they're all over the place, and I'm focusing on trying to get them to be more present. They're a social worker, and they were saying, oh, I like what you're doing, like as an online coach. I might look at doing that. I was like, well, got a minute. Do you think it's easy? He was like, I want to do that. I want to do that. He was like, I want to do that. I was like, well, you're newly qualified, so you need to. He's basically newly qualified, being micromanaged. So he works in social services, but he wants to work more remotely at home. But they obviously they don't trust him enough yet to be able to go out and be more independent. So he's still at that sort of early stage. I was like, set your boundaries, like be open and honest with your supervisor, discuss what you want from everything, your supervisions. Because I'm looking at doing other roles, and I was like, you need to just focus on your goals right now. And I said, you're under the impression that it's easy to have a coaching business, so I'm going to give you some home truths. I said, I've been doing this now. I've been doing my training for years, but I've officially been coaching for a couple of years. And I said, it's going to take me at least another 2 years to get to where I want to be. But I said, that involves working 13, 14 hour days in a minute. I said, never have it. Even like if I class Sundays a day off, it's not.
Still creating content, aren't you?
I'm creating content, I'm sending emails out to my mailing list. I'm thinking, like we're doing a podcast at the minute, me and you.
And we'll have that in the description as well.
Put it out there. And it's kind of, I'll put it in the group. It's kind of like as well, it's like, we're watching a match, that's my time.
That's it.
Sort of have my time. But I'm going to be, I'm in Paris for Christmas for 4 or 5 days. So tonight I'll be sitting down for an hour. I'll be going through, there's a platform called ManyChats. So basically it can automate your posts and your reels. So if I get all my social media stuff done this week, it'll just filter out. I don't have to do anything. I can just say, I want it done on this day, this time. So just schedule. I'm away, but stuff's being filtered out. So I can put my work in for next week. So it's pretty good. But I think, going back to planning and being more organised, it takes work.
It does.
It does. You have to, and you'll find your own. You'll find your own way of doing things, but you sort of have to try the advice people are giving you, and then you can kind of narrow it down. But it's fucking pointless. Doing anything, doing it for a week or a month and going, shit this, I'm going to give up. Well, it's the same with everything, right? Give it time.
And you will be then periods where you feel crappy and stuff, and it's just about,
I'm on this, I was saying to you the other day, I'm on a couple of men's mental health groups as well. Just to sort of spy. And
and to pick up.
I put a post on the other day about how, we know all about this because of the ACT stuff, like how it is so important to sort of establish what your values are.
Yeah.
If you can establish what your values are, you can start living a more meaningful life. Like, so I always give an example because I value keeping healthy. Yeah. So in order for me to value keeping healthy, I'm going to exercise. Yeah. I'm going to eat well.
Yeah.
I'm going to see friends. I'm going to see family, which is a touchy subject, family. Going to do social stuff. That's all part of me keeping healthy. And obviously what's dragging me away from doing that sort of thing is stress and induced moments, problems in your relationship. But it's like, in terms of how you move forward from that, it's like, use your unhooking skills, focus on being, detached, unhook. And I put this post on, it's amazing my ADHD again. I will get round to what I'm talking about, mate. So this person, this lad responded back to the post. He said, I've tried being more present and I've tried the value stuff, and I often find myself being dragged away from my values. So I was like, that's normal.
Yeah.
So you are. I said you've got on your choice point. You've got your situation.
Yeah.
Which could be, I feel fat, I hate my job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Underneath that, you've got your feelings, anxious, sadness, guilt. You've got on the other side, you've got your towards moves. So it's what you value as a person. You're loving, you're caring, you're approachable. You've got your towards moves, like I said, gym, seeing friends, exercising,
eating right,
and what you value. And then you've got on the other side, you've got the away moves. Now, I try to say to you, you're always going to have your away moves. You can't just focus on one side.
No.
I said to you last night, I had Barney with my mum. Yeah. And like I said to you, talking about how that made me feel and what it made me want to do, eat shit.
Yeah.
So it's eat shit, have a good moan to the wrong people. So that's taking me away from my value. And I'm saying to him, he said to me, but it's been 6 years. I went, you're going to be doing this for the rest of your life. It's going to take the rest of your life, as we well know.
Yeah.
You can't just stop and expect. Like, there's no fucking magic wand now, is there, that you can wait?
No.
And everything's going to disappear. You have to put the work in.
Well, you have to put the work in, but the thing is, I was reading up on, I've seen a few posts and stuff. And it was a reel, and it's mad how life in reverse looks it looks right, but obviously working this way, it doesn't, does it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you put life in reverse, it's like, that's why I went through that crap, and then I got to there, and then I did that, and I kept going, and then look at me now. It's just like, so you just got to keep pulling along.
You can learn to detach.
Yeah.
And then it's like every time you feel like you're pulling away, use your skills to take you back towards it again. Like I always say we say to me and you always have a chat all the time. We go, I feel shit this week.
Yeah.
It's like it might last for a couple of days. That's fine. But it's how you recover from that and respond to that situation.
Definitely.
Carry on.
Like there's times that, last few weeks I felt crappy. You said you felt crappy, but it'll pass.
Yeah, it'll pass.
And then when it does pass, like having a cold, it's just like eventually, it'll go, and you'll be able to get back in the gym, eat right, sleep, train, and do all this.
But it never used to pass, did it? Back in the day, like with me and you, it'd be like, just carry on.
And then you self-sabotage.
Bang on, and then it affects your confidence. Yeah. It's like, if you've got, it kind of holds you back for everything in relationships.
It does.
Work progress. You don't want to do better.
Yeah. No.
So it holds everything back.
Yeah.
So,
and it comes back to the previous one that we did, was holding yourself accountable. But
I saw some woke. I won't say what someone woke the other day. They are woke. And they put something on about you can't always take action. The action's not right. Just like trying to. How do you move forward if you don't take action?
Yeah, exactly. There's always something that you can do with your hands.
How can you
improve things?
I think obviously. There's a fine line in there. I think sometimes, I often talk about antidepressants, and sometimes if your anxiety is that bad, okay, if you just need to take the edge off something, but don't become too dependent on them, you have to do the other work. It's not something I personally would want to be on for the rest of my life. I think if you're really anxious, just to take the edge off things, and then wean off them, and then start using the ACT skills that we always talk about.
That's it, And imply them on the daily things.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Good shot, mate.
That's right.
We watch this crap.
We'll wrap it up.
Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up. Yeah. Predictions. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking a point, and if it's not a point, we can get a pasting.
If we start well, we can hold our own.
Depends if Chuckle Brothers start well and back. Guiver and Dillett.
Yeah, that's it. Chuckle Bros
yeah.
with Mini-Me as well. But I reckon if we start well, we can nick a goal and cause them problems.
Yeah.
The longer the game goes on at 0-0 and they start peppering our goal, I think it could be good.
Might be when their season takes off today.
Might be, yeah. Well, hopefully not. But let's
wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
So, guys,
Sweet.
Stay tuned for next.